Hey everybody, it's Dave from Therostat. Good morning. We are going to look at the Belmont Stakes draw, the card, just for Belmont Stakes, the race 12 on Saturday. The race got pulled, and I just want to go through and list off the horses here. We got a 9 horse field on Saturday in race 12. Post time is 7:02 Eastern, 6:02 Central. I'm Central Time in Texas, and there are a couple wagers that are happening around this race. There is a multi-day um, pick six, a 20-cent pick six. I believe it goes over 2 or 3 days. I'm going to look into that a little bit more and see what it includes from Friday. Because like it's actually a 2 day pick six, so it would be 3 legs from Friday, 3 legs from Saturday. I'm going to look into that because there may be some value there to play it that way. Um, I'm not sure if everyone can play it. It may be a Naira Bets sequence, and that's fine too. If you're Naira Bets and you can play it, great. But I really want to just dive in to just my reaction of the field. Um, I'm going to give you who I think I'll handicap and who I'll pick as a top selection. It may end up being that way, but also we've got a Belmont and Met Mile. Uh, what else? I don't like how they list the wagers here. It looks like we also have multiple pick fours. There's an interesting mandatory pick five that's like a race after the other late pick five begins, or it's either before. Yeah, I think it's the race before the late pick five begins. So I think there's some value in playing this middle pick five that some people may forget about as well. It starts in race 8, and then there's always um, the pick four that finishes with the penultimate race being the Belmont Stakes, and there's another. If you want to play the other late pick four, start in race 10. Race 9 is the pick four I'll play. Um, I'll give out a. I'm gonna try to give out a pick five for some. Not everyone's gonna be able to play it. I may give you like a B ticket, like if you wanted to play with a single on that ticket as well. But I really just want to give you the reaction of kind of who the horses are, what posts they are, and a little bit about them, and just why I think any of those horses could win, and because it is kind of anyone's race with everyone skipping Preakness. I think everyone's a little bit fresher than normal the last, hell, probably 15 years. It's happened a couple times, but I feel like this year is the most, I think anything could happen type race in the Belmont Stakes. So we're going to dive right in. Belmont Stakes is a mile and a half on the main track. Um, we're looking at a 9 horse field. The first horse, morning line is 20 to 1, Tapit Shoes. Tapit Shoes is a 3-year-old Tapit colt. Brad Cox trained. Jose Ortiz aboard. Is coming off a layoff since April in the Bathhouse Row. Came second with Kent DeSormo aboard. Red Route 1 won that race. Who's also in this race? I was on Red Route 1 pretty hard on Preakness. Was a little disappointed, but I think Red Route 1 may be able to make it a little dicey. I don't know if Red Route 1 can win the Belmont Stakes, though. Like I just said, though, some silly shit, crazy shit could happen. And none of the favorites hit the board, right? We've seen some wild stuff before. The number 2, Tapit Trice, is also a 3-year-old Tapit colt out of a Dunkirk dam. Danza Trice. Todd Pletcher trained. Luis Saez aboard. Ran back in the Kentucky Derby, came 7th. Got bumped pretty significantly um, in the Derby and won the race before that. So it's been off since about a month now. It'll be a month and a couple days, and had a decent work back on the 26th of May. So also decent breeding on the dam side. 8 starts, 63% in the money. The median win dollars is pretty low, so they've all been either favorites or either odds on or close to the dead balls favorite. The 3, Archangelo, 3-year-old Ridgeling by Arrogate out of a Tapit dam. This dam modeling also lightly raced and not as much production. She's only got 2 horses here. 50% in the money though, almost a 70% ROI. Same with her, 675, which means what? Those horses are going off at 2-1 median, right? So also a lot of action on her production as well. Has won though. Archangelo has won at Belmont. 3 for 4 on the dirt in the money. Second off of a layoff for Jenny Antonucci. Did win that race at Belmont, which was the Peter Pan Stakes, which is not a bad race to win going into the Belmont Stakes. Won by a head with Javier Castellano aboard. Javier Castellano back aboard for Jenna Antonucci. She's also got some positive ROI here. Not just that though, but prior to Peter Pan, um, ran a bullet. Also ran a bullet prior to Belmont Stakes day, which on the 6th, so that was yesterday. I'm filming this on the 7th. 1 of 11. So keep an eye on Archangelo. Might be a decent one. I'm gonna go over to the pace figures as well. I'm gonna give you my reactionary who I would pick on top. It may not be my top pick when I finally sit down and handicap. This is just like what I'm seeing. I'm reading off the list to y'all right now. National Treasure, 3-year-old colt out of Quality Road, out of Treasure Medagliadoro Dam. Also coming second off of a layoff, has never run at Belmont. This is Bob Baffert trained, John Velasquez aboard for Bob Baffert. Hopefully we don't have any issues on Belmont Stakes Day with everything that's been going on elsewhere. Second off of a layoff, won by a head in the Preakness, and Baffert's 35% winners with winners last out and 28% in stakes races. So not bad. I think one of the highest speed figures. We'll figure that out at the end here. But I think one of the highest pace figures, speed figures total here for the field. Il Miracolo is a gun runner colt for Antonio Sano. Marcos Meneses aboard, coming in from Gulfstream. This is a gun runner 3-year-old going Lasix off. And actually won last out with Lasix on, so I don't know how that horse will react not running with Lasix, but did have multiple bullet works here at Gulfstream before shipping up. And also out of Tapit. I mean, Tapit's all over this race if you aren't aware. We'll go into that a bit too. Forte, 3-year-old, dark brown colt out of Violence, out of a Blame dam named Queen Caroline. Todd Pletcher also trains this horse. Irad Ortiz aboard. Coming off of a layoff since April when he ran in the Curlin Florida Derby and won by a length with Irad aboard. Also has won at Belmont previously. If you look down, broke its maiden at Belmont in a maiden 90,000. It was a 5 furlong sprint though, so not bad. But 6 of 7 on the dirt. Not bad at all. We're looking at June 3rd as a bullet work, 1 of 14, 100% in the money, 256% positive ROI for Queen Caroline. Also just shy of $7, so less than 5 to 2 median dollars, so mostly 5 to 2 and below is what it's looking like. But pretty positive ROI for fucking less than 5 to 2. So pretty consistent runners here. And also, as you can see, Forte, right? Forte, the 6 is 6 for 7 in the money on the dirt. So pretty money there, I would say. Hit Show, the 7, is a 3-year-old colt out of Candy Ride, out of a Tapit dam. Another Tapit in the bloodlines here. And Trad Cox trained. Manny Franco aboard, ran in the Derby, ran 5th on the 6th, and just kind of flattened out a bit. Not compared to the rest of the field that we've seen so far, and we're seven horses in. Not much working. I mean, there were works, right? But everyone else has either had bullets or won a fucking race since April. Got to go back to February for a win, and I don't see a bullet here till March. So um, we'll see. I don't know if Chad will win with that horse, but he's got, I think, at least 3 horses in this race. Angel of Empire, though, is a 3-year-old classic Empire out of To Honor and Serve, Dam, Armani's Angel. Going blinkers on, though. In leaving the Derby, came third. Ran a 102 last out, which is tied with the Baffert horse, National Treasure. Brad Cox trained, Flavian Pratt aboard together. Other 34% winners, positive ROI there. He's got a 4 of 23, a 2 of 36, so not bad. Morning line 7 to 2. 6 starts for Armani's Angel. 100% in the money, 347% ROI. Median win dollars is $9. So was that 7 to 2 is the median? Pretty positive ROI there as well. Blinkers on. Brad Cox is 39% blinkers on in general, but the first time blinkers as well. Chad's 44% first time blinkers and 61% in the money. So Angel of Empire might be in the mix here as well. And I'll give top threes. Nah, fuck it. I'll give top fours when I give my picks on for Belmont Stakes Day. Um, but I think coming off a little bit of a layoff, which is less than a month, also 27% month layoff or longer or less, 1 to 2 months there. Red Route 1 is the final horse to 9, is a gun runner. And um, with that, Red Route 1 is a Steve Asmussen trained Joel Rosario aboard. Morning line is 15 to 1. And ran in the Preakness, came fourth, got steadied pretty heavily, but did close into that pace that was set on the front end a bit. For Steve and Winchell, I mean, won the Bathhouse Row, 2 starts back. Didn't really rally much, but since then has been at Belmont and working at Belmont since Memorial Day. The Dam 64% as well. But getting Joel Rosario aboard, they're winning together 20% of the time. I think Red Route 1 can cover the distance. I think we'll hit the board. I mean, this horse can sit 11 lengths back, right? And off of mild pace and be 11 lengths back and win by a head. So I think if Joel can keep enough in the tank in the reserves in this stretch, you know, for the last 3 or 4 furlongs, this is a what 12 furlong race. So I think if he can hold him back enough and keep a half mile's worth of energy in the reserves, if he's not hitting the board, he's winning. So will be in my mix there. The interesting one to me, I'm gonna pop over for y'all. The interesting one to me, value wise, I think Forte is gonna be tough to beat. Or sorry, not Forte, the 4 National Treasure, Bob Baffert's horse with Johnny V aboard. May be able to walk the dog. I think Joel Rosario's coming late. Obviously, obviously he's gonna make one clean, concise move. Maybe show the whip a couple times. Maybe give the whip a couple times. But he's gonna just ride out Red Route 1. The horse that surprises me a bit, guys, is gonna be Archangelo and Forte. No, not Forte. Fuck, I keep saying Forte. Angel of Empire. Chad Cox's first time blinkers move for Angel of Empire. So take that for what it's worth. That's a first time blinkers move, second off of a layoff in the Belmont, and you've got like what 3 horses. The impressive thing, other than Brad Cox's moves, right? Let's go through this. We got Brad Cox on the 1. We got Brad Cox. I mean, that horse is a $300,000 horse. We got Brad Cox on the. It's a Baffert. Pletcher. We got Brad Cox on the 7 for Gary and Mary West. Homebred. We got Brad Cox on the 8, which is a $70,000 yearling purchase for the Albal family. And we got Steve Asmussen on the outside. But we got, so that's impressive. We got 3 of 9, which are Brad Cox. But the yearling purchase is the one that's Angel of Empire is the one that's making an equipment change. Pretty interesting to me. So may go off higher than 7-2. I mean, everyone may take a lot of consistent spread across money, but the thing that really fucking um, impresses me a bit more is how much this field traces back to Tapit, right? We got Tapit as the sire of the 1. We got Tapit as the sire of the 2. So 2 of 2 right there. We got Tapit on the bottom side of the 3. 3 for 3 in the bloodlines now. We got Tapit, not in this one. So 3 for 4. We got Tapit on the bottom side of a gun runner. So 4 or 5. No Tapit here either. On the 6, we've got Tapit on the bottom side of the 7. In Actress, the Dam. No Tapit on Classic Empire. And we got Tapit on the bottom side of Red Route 1. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of the 9. 75% of the field, right? Or 60, 2/3 of the field, right? Have Tapit in the top or bottom side of the pedigree. So take that for what it's worth if you like Tapit or not. I would say it shows some consistency on the breeding side that if some way, shape, or form you can get Tapit on top or bottom, you're gonna have some classic distance runners, right? So I would say I'll give you my surprise pick. I think this horse will be in my mix. I don't know if the horse wins. I think it could though. It's gonna be the 3, Archangelo. He's already won at Belmont, right? Has already run a mile and a sixth, mile and an eighth, right? I was gonna say 16th, a mile and an eighth at Belmont. We gotta go 2 furlongs longer. Worked 4 furlongs at Belmont, 1 of 11. That same move, the work prior to the Peter Pan, 10 days prior, uh, won by a head. But Archangelo's gonna have to sit off National Treasure, right? Um, so I think 8 to 1, Archangelo could surprise you. I'm gonna give out a top 4. So that's my reaction. I think Archangelo, at the very least, is running late with Red Route 1, running down Forte and National Treasure on the front end. It's kind of my pace, my hot pace take, my hot take on pace, however you want to say it. Um, but yeah, that's the field. 9 horses, 6 of them, some way, shape, or form, touch Tapit in the cross. So thanks for watching. That's me breaking down the field here for Belmont Stakes on Saturday. Race 12, mile and a half on the main track. Um, Pop over, look at our. I'm gonna do a pick 5, a pick 4. Hell, I'm gonna do a 2-day pick 6 play. It may be expensive, but gotta spend money to make money, right? So um, I'm gonna break that down because I do like 4 horses here. After just the quick cursory glance of the field. Thanks for following along. Thanks for watching. My name's Dave. I'm the creator of Thorostat. Definitely follow us on Twitter if you don't already at Thorostat. Subscribe to this channel because I'll be putting out picks for Belmont Stakes Day, the whole card, the previews of the 2-day pick 6 that I'm going to do now, the preview of the pick 5, the late pick 5, which starts in race 8. I'm going to do 8 to 12, and I'm going to do a pick 4, races 9 to 12. So follow along, play along. Thanks for watching. Um, Good luck, and also subscribe for our other videos. We do pick 4 previews, full card selections. We got we got pick 4s all day on Wednesday. We got cards handicap for Thursday and Friday as well. So good luck. Thanks for watching, and cheers. And let's cash some tickets here on Belmont Stakes Day on Saturday.